Hello! Today we're gonna make arroz de carreteiro. It is a rice with dried meat and it's delicious. It's typical from the south. We're gonna travel to the south. So just follow me. So this is the dried meat, okay? It's literally a dried meat. And it dries not in the sun, it dries with the wind. Well, there are different ways of making it. So you buy the dried meat, it's pretty salty. So you can put some boiling water, pass by boiling water, and then you take a little bit the salt away, and then you cook. You cook like for 1 hour in a regular water, boiling water, or you can go to the pressure cooker, and it goes faster, like 20 minutes. Well, you gotta try, you know. I want it like really gets like this, that it's easy to shred. It is important. You see how easy it is? That's the point you should cook. So it's up to how is the heat in your house, how is the heat in your restaurant. And at the end, we want it like this, totally shredded. Let's start. We're gonna start with the sausage. I like using some, don't use spicy, regular sausage, but can be smoked. Smoked is nice. Even if the sausage has a lot of grease, I put a little grease to speed it up. Just a little bit. Can be olive oil or can be pork, you know, pork grease too. Olive oil, canola oil, whatever oil you want, just to speed it up, because we really want the taste from the sausage, the pork sausage. And I'd very much smoked. This one is smoked, you see? This is actually typical from Portugal. In Brazil it is called paio sausage. It's really tasty, delicious. But if you don't have a smoked one, you can put some bacon on it. Actually, you can put both. But this one is pretty strong, so I'm not cooking with bacon. So you let the sausage cook a little bit. That's how I like it, you see? Almost crunchy. Gets so good, because we're gonna cook with the rice. So you can leave it pretty crunchy because you're gonna have the water, the rice, and then the rice is gonna get all the taste. The smell is already so good. Okay, now we put the onions. Why did I start with the sausage? Obvious, the sausage takes longer than the onion. So, garlic. In Brazil, we use a lot of garlic. I love it. We're almost like French people for garlic. Okay. Now, green pepper. You see, I like to play with the colors all the time. Because if it's colorful, it's healthy, and also it's pretty. Mix it up. Let it cook a little bit. I always leave, at least me, I always leave the tomato to the end because the tomatoes cook pretty fast. So start with the pepper. You can have another pepper here, okay? You can put red, yellow, whatever. I use the green because I have the red tomato, so we have colors. All right. Some tomato. Now the tomato, I'm gonna put them all. Okay, mix it up. And finally the meat. The dried meat. A lot of dried meat, it's gonna be so good. Okay. Gets the whole taste of everything. And here beside it, I have a chicken broth. You can use just plain water, boiling water if you want. But I like using the broth. It gets a nicer taste. This dish, you know, the dried meat, it's very common in the north, but it's also common in the south. And I say it's a dish from the south because it's kind of famous from the south. But in the south, they make another way. They do the barbecue, you know, the barbecue from the south, like the Argentinian barbecue, is a lot of meat, lots of sausage. So when you have leftovers, you can chop up the leftovers and make the same base with tomato, pepper, onion, garlic, and instead of putting dried meat and this, you know, sausage, you can use the leftovers and it gets delicious. It's so good. I love this. Every time we do barbecue at home, next day, carreteiro barbecue. Okay, done. A little more, no? Let's be generous. All right. I'll put a little bit of this tomato paste as well, because it gives a nice color. Some people put that, you know, that colorful, it's artificial, the little powder. I don't like very much using artificial things, especially because this is all traditional, so fresh ingredients. So we put a little of tomato. It's nicer than powders, you know, fake powders. All right, mix it up. It's already good. Now the rice. We're gonna cook the rice over here with the meat. White rice, you can use basmati, jasmine, the rice you find at home, a white rice. Mix it. Already is getting the taste. And attention, you notice that I didn't put salt. Why? Obvious. Dried meat and sausage, they are both pretty salty. So what we do, I don't put any salt, and at the end I'm gonna try. If you need more salt, you season at the end, okay? I always say, there are some cooks, when they love salt, oh my God. I tell them, take the salt away, you can never do it. Add salt, it's easy. So some pepper, fresh pepper, ground, black pepper, okay? Parsley. Parsley is always good, gives flavor, color. Chives, pretty traditional in Brazil, chives and parsley. We call cheiro verde. It's a mix between chives and parsley. Very used. All right, now we add the boiling water. You know, for this white rice, it's pretty fast to cook, not like those grains, the black grains, which are longer. I put 2 cups of white rice, so I have to put 4 cups of boiling water, okay? It's always double. Obviously, you check if you need a little bit more, you can add a little more. But double, it's pretty much a good measure. I'll put the whole thing. Then we're gonna close and let it simmer for around 15 minutes. Let's check the rice. As I said, it's around 20 minutes. It's a nice dish because it's easy to make, very tasty. It's nice for the weekend, you know, on a Sunday, big family, friends. You can have it. Let's try, as I said, now we're gonna try the salt. Because sometimes the sausage, they have different degrees of salt. And the dried meat, oh my God, sometimes it's really salty. So I just put the salt at the end. It misses a little bit. A little bit of salt. I put more pepper too. It's nice to be pretty seasoned. You see the color, how nice it is with the tomato sauce? If you like pepper, fresh pepper, it goes pretty well. If you don't like it, just don't use it. It's nice to put it on the table, you know, because whoever likes can add and mix whenever they're gonna have it. All right. Now, if you have a pretty casserole like this, you can serve, put a casserole on the table and each one serve themselves. I like the good casseroles because then you don't have to change to something else. Okay, let's have our rice. Arroz de Carreteiro. You guys have to learn some Portuguese. You know, Portuguese in Brazil, we have a different accent from Portugal, but it's basic the same language. Some people think we speak Spanish in Brazil. No, we speak Portuguese. Okay. If you have guests, nice tip. You take some paper cloth, a little bit of water, and clean it up. then it gets pretty clean, nice set. Now a little decoration, little bit of parsley. It's kind of cute. You see? All done. Stay there, my dear. So, here we go. Arroz de carreteiro, or rice with dried meat and sausage. Enjoy!